My, uranium lovers. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. And uranium's looking really good. It's looking really good. I'm going to go through some supply market balance information. I'm going to go over some cost curves just to give you guys the data that I look at when looking at sectors. Then we're going to get into the price of uranium. We're going to take a look at that and then get into ETF and individual companies. Jeez, it's coming out of my mouth all funky. So let's dive in. Again, this is just my financial opinion, guys. Do not take it as advice, but I think you'll be pretty pleased what my financial opinion is going to be after today. So here we go. Let's jump in. So this is a market balance. So the market balance is basically the demand supply balance. That's what this red squares are. We've got supply demand balance on the left. Minus is a deficit. Positive is a surplus. We've got our time on the bottom, and then we've got uranium price on the right-hand side for any of these uncovered demand, spot price, long-term price, all that stuff. What we see here, and this is why I took a good stake in uranium, and this is, you've got the ratios which give us good value. Uranium has excellent value, and I'm not going to go over that, but the market balance also projects what could potentially happen. When you have a market balance that's in deficit, it's going to put upward pressure on price. And right now, in 2021, we've got a deficit. We were kind of a neutral market in 18, 19, 20, and that's when the market started to bottom and change, was right before we became neutral. So this was the bottoming of the bottom. The bottom of the bottom's right here. We became slightly positive. We turned upward on the mining stocks in 2020, and now we're going into deficit land. In deficit land, what you do is you do nothing. You hold on to your shares. You should have already been accumulating and been part of the Finding Value channel, where I was sharing all these charts and what I was doing and what an educated investor would be doing. And now you guys, if you're joining now, you can see this market balance deficit. Now's the time to be finding your companies and holding on. And if you haven't purchased, that's up to you on what you want to do, but I'm holding on to these shares. This market balance grows in a deficit. And when the market balance grows in a deficit, it's going to put increasing pressure on the prices moving upward. Now, the cost curves are another thing I look at. I've got the star at about $35. That's about where we're at. All of these high-cost producers, over 105 to 10 million pounds, are going to be cut off. That's Paladin Energy, Areva, CGN, Rio Tinto, and then these lower cost producers, they may or may not be able to make money. They're going to be right at their break-even points. That's Cameco, Uranium One, Kazatomprom. Kazatomprom's got a whole bunch of stuff all in through here, and Uranium One, BHP Billiton. So what I look for is a uranium price that's below the high-cost producers, which we have. And I think that the lowest risk, highest opportunities is when you can buy a commodity when it's below the high-cost producers and maybe even at the medium cost. And we were at $30 a lot recently, which was below the medium cost producers, which means that price is going to have to go higher at some point. Now, looking at the uranium price, this is the uranium price here per pound. We were up 3% today. And we were talking about this resistance line coming through here, and if we broke it, we might get a nice little pop, which we did, 3% up day. Things are improving, and it's improving rapidly. What you're going to see next is increased money flows. You're going to see momentum people come in. And what we need to watch next is we've got a line coming through here about $40. Now, you're saying $40, wow, that's a big difference between where we're at today. And there's your line. See the bouncing off this line here? We've got a bounce here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think what's going to happen, and I don't know if we're going to break it the first time or not. We'll have to see. We also got a little bit of resistance underneath here as well. Let me put that in as well. So we've got this little the squiggly art here. we've got this guy coming right here, which basically is where we're at. So we have these two little couple of lines through here. We break through this, and we might hit this 40 mark. We may just cut through this like a hot knife through butter, or we'll get stuck at some of these and pause a little bit. But when looking at some of these, some of the mining companies and how strong they're finishing, we could be a hot knife, and these lines could be butter. And you know what a hot knife does with butter, right? It cuts right through it. So we've got these resistance areas above us. We could cut right through them. We start getting much above 40. And there's not much resistance up here, guys. There isn't much. Looking at last bull markets, like this one here, once uranium got going, it didn't stop. It did not stop. It didn't pull back. It did not go backwards. It went up and up and up and up. This was an incredibly easy ride because it was so smooth going up. I hope that happens here, and I hope we continue higher. We've got this last couple sticking points, and I think at about 40, it might be pretty much game on, where you're either in or you're out, because this stuff goes pretty quick. So it's very positive. The price of uranium is incredibly good. It looks incredibly strong here. And I like how we've got the double humps here. I usually see this before a huge move, and we got the little squiggles even. And then this thing could launch. So up to you on what you want to do, but I'm incredibly bullish on it. URNM. We've talked about the downtrend break. We've done all that, right? Look at the volume over here. What does that volume say? It says that your grandma bought it too. That is what the volume is saying. Your grandma had to buy some today. Another positive thing. Opening price, closing price, big white candlestick, finished strong. Now, this is a large move higher. We are coming towards all-time highs in URNM. We could see some resistance here, but with this volume and momentum and the finishing strong, I think we've got a good chance at just punching right through this. I mean, we can punch right through here. I'm trying to think of an awesome analogy that could be used here. This could be, it'd be like kicking through foam. I mean, there's not going to be much resistance here with a volume that big and with a finish this strong, guys. This is really good. This is a very encouraging move. And when you look at these patterns here, this run up here, every single day finished strong here. We had a little pullback here just because we had some resistance all through here. But we're finishing strong, finish strong, finish strong, finish strong, finish strong. Dude, this is incredible. I'm in awe at this move here. And hopefully you guys positioned when I was positioning. Hopefully you figured out on your own. Definitely not advice, guys. Now here's Cameco. Finished strong, 8.14. Look at the volume. The Kazatomprom even bought Cameco, I think, here with that volume. Just joking. Here's Next Gen Energy. And what's impressive here, guys? I am thoroughly impressed because you don't see this often. And what this is signaling is incredible. We're talking like Hulk strength here. This was like not even a hot knife through butter. This was like we got to the high here and then shot it with a cannon higher. And the volume's there. The volume is picking up. The FOMO is kicking in and the momentum traders are jumping on board. What would I do here? I do nothing. I would do nothing. If I wasn't in this sector, I would buy into it if it was me. That is not advice, but that's what I would do because we have all of the signature traits of this thing accelerating. We've got the patterns that I've correlated to other patterns. It's saying that we're going to launch. Uranium looks like it could go much, much higher. I'm in the sector. I'm fully invested. I've done everything I've possibly could. I've even started a channel for everyone on this channel to help everyone invest. I've done everything I could on my part. So this is looking fantastic, and I think we're probably at the beginning of a very big move. Fission uranium, again, we are finishing strong. We're cutting through resistance levels all in here like a hot knife through butter. This bullish engulfing and bullish piercing is the beginning. The bullish piercing, the move higher, then the engulfing, and then it's game on, baby. Here we go. We didn't even back test on here. He said, no, 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 no. I don't want to back test. I want to go higher. And we may cut right through this 55-cent area and cannon through it. Maybe not, but it's looking good. Denison Mines, again, guys, this is looking fantastic. Sky Harbor, finishing strong. What else can you say? It all started with this bullish engulfing. So if you're going to learn something, it started here. It changed. Bullish engulfing, we saw the big up days, small down days. That is the turning point in this stock where you should be alarmed and said, I got to get into it. I got it. This is the signature trait, and then the move higher. Bullish engulfing. Notice the bullish engulfings, guys. Moving higher. Downtrend break, everything's intact. Base load. Nice bowl-shaped pattern, and you're probably going to see this come on up. It's going to look great. Your account's going to feel great. UEXCF, nice big 14.4% move. The reason we invested in uranium are for these moves, to get the leverage to the move. And it finished strong too, guys. That's huge. Look at Asian Court. It's like somebody knew this line was going to break soon. We had the dead period, the support that stopped going down and went sideways in the dead period. Then we launched. We launched higher from 5 cents. Now you're almost sitting on a double when it gets here. And probably going to do it in a week. Pure Point Uranium, downtrend break. What do you think this is going to do? Probably going to go higher. Look at the volume, looking good. Goviax, my lord. What kind of steroids are you taking? Jeez. We got the downtrend break here. Now, I want to make a comment about Goviax. We've finished strong here. We've been pile driving higher. I can't even think of something, but we break 31 cents, guys. There isn't resistance up above 31 cents. We get past this, it's game on. No game off, it's game on. Here's Global Atomic. Again, we broke the downtrend. We're playing with its all-time high here, and we're about where it's closed. We do have a little wick at the top. We got volume stepping in. Again, there's no resistance up here. Once we get past this, the 280-ish area, it's going to go probably. And with the momentum in uranium price, my lord. Here's Global Atomic. Now, I did the 5-day because we got a wick at the top here. I want to see if this trend line's broken going up. It doesn't look like it, but that's what it looks like from a 5-day perspective. And what you want to look at is you could go in and there's your trend line. There it is. So even though it has a wick at the top, the trend line's not broken. And we could come down tomorrow, hit this trend line, and move on up. So I wanted to correlate this move higher and the wick to a continuous moving. And when you finish strong, you're finishing up here where you can continue moving on higher. So that looks fantastic as well. Forces Metals, guys, a little wick at the top. We're coming into some resistance up here. Remember, on the big long-term picture, we've had some buyers and sellers way back here with that line coming across. We just got to break through this. Volume stepping in. Uptrend intact, baby. It's intact. I'll even show you what that looks like here. It's looking good. See, we're still in line. We still have the uptrend going. Looking good. Bannerman. Broken its downtrend line. It is finishing strong, volume stepping in. Let's get through this sticky area in here and kiss it goodbye. Deep Yellow coming on down, moving on up. And we got this kind of nice accelerating move. Nice volume. Encore Energy, 140. There's some sellers still left. They're clinging on to the hope that Encore Energy is going to go down. Who's selling this? Seriously, who's selling this thing right here? I want to know in the comment section. Put if you're selling Encore Energy in the comment section right now. I want to know who's selling it right here. Honestly. Blue Sky Uranium, finishing strong, broken big old downtrend break. Guys, this is looking good too. I don't know what to do. Everything looks good. There it is. There it is. Boom. Cannon shot. Peninsula, what do you think? Cannon shot. Good job. Big volume. Laramide playing with its highs. It's got a bunch of sellers up here, guys. Let's break through this. And who the heck is selling it when uranium's about to go vertical? I don't know. Centrus, here we go. Coming through this top, blew right through that. Looking fantastic. Nice volume. Lightbridge, we're coming through this big old period here. Let's see if we're actually getting through it. And remember, guys, you got to do your own due diligence. I'm just charting stuff out. There we go. It's kind of breaking out right now. We'll see what happens. Probably a launch. Looking good. Volume moving on up. 9% up day. Strong. Strong like bull. UEC finishing strong. I like it. Nice volume. I almost feel like we're talking about hair. Finishing strong. Nice volume. Jeez. URG moving on up. Looking good. Uranium Royalty Corp. Look at the volume here. My Lord. Good thing I bought a bunch at 243 and 240 and oh, I like doing this stuff, guys. It's good. It's good. Now here's one. International Consolidated Radium, a black candlestick. What's going on here? Good volume. I'm going to look at the 5-day. The 5-day, oh yeah, we're good. We're good. Well, actually, no. Why are we breaking this uptrend, guys? Why? Why are you doing that? See how it, so the black candlestick, let's go up here. This is a black candlestick. So we came up and we have this black candlestick. It came up and then came back down. And looking at the 5-day chart, if you draw this uptrend line, we were coming on up strong and then we broke it and we're moving sideways. Does this mean that the uptrend line is broken on the very short term? Yes. It does mean it's broke, and that's why a black candlestick usually means that the momentum could go down. But with all the money flows coming into this, yeah, I wouldn't do anything. Just hold on, baby. Kazetum Prom looking pretty good. Continuing to move higher. Fission 3.0 looks like it's coming into some heavy resistance up here. People are still clinging on that, I guess Fission's not a good stock or something, and they wanted to sell it. But Fission 3.0, I would not be selling it. But that's my opinion. I own it. I'm holding on. Nice volume down there. Western Uranium, my Lord. That's a beating on the sellers. That is a beating. Nice downtrend line break here. Nice big bullish engulfing here. Bullish engulfing here. The setup was here. Went up and over. Gone. Higher. Looking good. That's what I've got for uranium. Hopefully this helps you guys out. Absolutely monster patterns, finishing strong, everything. It's doing everything we want it to do. We're cutting through resistance levels, hot knife through butter, right through. Actually, it's more like a samurai sword that we've got that's heated up, and we're just hitting sticks of butter. This is ridiculous, guys. This is really good. So hopefully it continues. Hopefully we see some big moves ahead of us. Hopefully the uranium price continues to just move on up and cuts through these resistance levels that's in front of us. And, good work for everyone who's chosen uranium. You guys have stuck through it. Nice work. If you guys have shares, now's the time to hang on. Hang on and hope the account continues to move higher. So high five. Guys, haven't joined the channel, subscribe, please. Give me the thumbs up. And thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.